and welcome to my 4th November tutorial. So today I'm going to go through using the pencils, just pressing hard, just with that hard bold colour, and seeing what effects we can get with that. I have chosen this lovely swirly trees and leaves picture with the caption pause and breathe. I feel like the swirls really reflect your breath as you're breathing while you're colouring, and it's all super relaxing, which is beautiful and exactly what I want. Right, for this one I'm going to start with our Havana Brown, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a hard line of colour around inside each of the lines on the picture. This is either going to be very relaxing or very frustrating. We shall see. I'm hoping relaxing. I'm just taking my time, going around. You know me and not colouring inside the lines, or this time I am colouring inside the lines. So my plan is that I'm going to do this section with this swirl brown, and then when I move on to another swirl I'm going to choose a different colour. So I'm going to choose an orange, this little swirl here. This probably needs sharpened, but it'll do for now. I'm just going to go around the other side of that line. This is no rule saying I only have to colour one side of the line. I can colour both sides if I want to. There we go. Let's do some more of these orange. Right up to this other swirl. Don't forget, turn the paper round. In fact, I'm going to stop there and I'm going to introduce a little bit of carmine for these little bits here. Like a bit of carmine is what we need. Definitely still my favourite. There we go. Why don't you hop in the comments and let me know what your favourite colour is out of this month's set, or any favourite colour suggestions for future months. Always good. Let's do a bit down there as well. I feel like that looks better. Yeah, I like that. That'll do. This on this side. I think I'm just going to keep going in this carmine for a minute or two. So you can see I'm leaving quite a bit of white space still, but it's not looking blank, it's looking coloured, if that makes sense. Even though I'm not traditionally colouring it. I'm almost just redrawing the pattern, but with the colour over the top. It gives a rather nice effect. It works quite nicely with patterns like this as well, swirly swooshy patterns. It's the technical term there. Okay, so I have switched to magenta. Incidentally, I picked magenta because I wanted to reflect that gorgeous, almost pinky purple that you get in leaves at this time of year. Because I know most people sort of go, oh, autumn, you know, it's red, orange, yellow, brown. But I just felt it needed something with a bit of a punch. And magenta was it. I'll just carry on doing that swirl around there. I think that's looking all right so far. It's kind of looking how I pictured it in my head a little bit. I'm going to go back to my Havana Brown. You might find that pressing harder gives you a bit of a tired hand. So if you need to take a break, take a break. My hand started to get a little bit tired, but I'm good for a little while longer. I'll just continue with this a little bit more. There we go. There we go. This technique, because I'm using the pencils as quite a flat colour, this technique would also work quite well with pens if you wanted. As you can see, it's looking all right so far. You get in camera, that would be useful. I've just sort of followed the lines. I've not really stuck to one side or the other of them. In some places I've just drawn over them. But the lines, you'll notice I've printed in grey rather than a matte black. So they're not quite as bold or strong as they would be in black, so they will cover up quite nicely with colour. Right, then I did say I was going to have a little play with blending colours on the lettering, so I'm going to do that on this one, because I think pause and breathe is such an important message at the moment. Just drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, take a big deep breath in slowly, and slowly back out again. So as you can see, I'm pressing quite hard, but then when it comes to the bit where the letters join, I'm pressing much more lightly so that they can blend nicely in that join. There we go. Go, a bit of carmine in there. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, I'm quite liking how these are blending. A bit lighter again. So our light to dark shading that we did on the previous tutorial comes in really handy here, because we're doing this dark through to very light in order to blend it into the next colour. And a bit of magenta. Some light in there, and then we can get it darker there. Oh, almost looks like a little autumn rainbow. Oh, I do like that. There we go. Bit of orange in this one. It's a nice permanent orange. So, in case you haven't already, orders are open for December's subscription box. I'm going to have to be really on the ball shipping them, cope with Christmas post. So I suggest you order sooner rather than later. I've got some very exciting plans for Christmas. Very festive, very in fitting with the season. Not that you would expect anything else. I'm going to go back to Carmine again. Sometimes I find it much easier to blend from dark to light. So I can start off with the dark part and then blend it back into the lighter part there. That works fine too. Whichever way around works for you is always good. Right around there. A little bit there. Wonderful. Where are we up to? Bit of permanent orange. Lovely. So I'm really happy with the blends on these. These pencils are exactly perfect for doing this kind of blending. They're really good. I got these ones from Jackson's Art, but they are widely available in other places as well. And I know in Jackson's you can buy the individual colours you want, or you can buy a whole set, depending on how much you want to splurge. So you can buy them to suit your budget, which is really rather nice. Now the question is, will this blend into brown? Because I would like it to. I'm not convinced it'll blend particularly well because I think the colour's too different. Oh, it's not too bad. Sometimes you go from a very light colour to a very darker colour. It can look a bit weird. It takes a bit more effort to get it blending nicely. Oh, that's worked quite nicely. I'm pleased with that one. Little autumn rainbow writing. Yep, so like I always say, you don't have to copy what I've done here at all. You don't have to follow it. You might want to try this technique on a different picture. You might want to try a different technique on this picture. It's all totally fine. They are your pictures, it's your artwork, your creativity. You can do whatever you want to express your creativity with them. But please post your pictures on the group so we can all have a look and see what you've been up to. I will be posting my finished ones as I finish them. So obviously this one not finished yet. But we love to share and we love to give a bit of feedback. Right, thank you very much for watching my tutorials. I really do like that rainbow lettering. I'm very pleased with how that's come out. Don't forget to pause and breathe, and I will see you soon. Bye!